Thoth, the god of wisdom, guides my path through the desert of my soul. The sands of time shift and swirl as I search for truth and meaning. Marked by the eye of Horus, I see the secrets of ancient Egypt. The pyramids hold the key to unlocking my inner power. I am a mystic, a shaman of the unknown. I dance between worlds, I am not alone. With every step I awaken my soul and embrace the power within me. I dive deep into the unknown and discover my true purpose. The spirits of my ancestors guide my way as I journey through the stars. I am connected to all that is, and my heart sings with all belong.
All right, here we are, water signs. We're doing July reading, 5 aspects of the self. We're going to get into it. We're going to do oracle readings for free. And going forward, they're going to be in members only. And this includes the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now this could be a sun, whatever, anywhere in your chart, whatever associate, or whatever you're looking for, or whatever you feel like you need to hear. We're all just expanding and growing together. Give and take, right? That's how everyone upgrades and expands and levels up, is from the give and take we do with each other. So we can be selfish because everybody's demanding from each other naturally of the give and take. So you don't have to be in the I'll take care of you if you take care of me thing, because we're already doing that naturally. So let's advance ourselves to another level. Let's upgrade as the healers and get community acting a little bit into the new age, the new world, and see themselves as responsible members that take care of themselves. Of course, you need others, so it's like not 100% on yourself to do it, right? But to take care of yourself in this selfish context up to a point, you got to give back at least 10% of what you get, right? At least. If not, that's how you get caught up, or your legacy becomes destroyed, or you become a tower that falls. Okay, so I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but let's go into it. We're going to go ahead and get into each sign. If you want to skip ahead, the timestamps are down below in the comments. Oh yeah, and I'll be doing some astrology points, notes, main points I've gotten from Botticelli. If you check her on YouTube, she's great. All right, let's get into it. right, Cancer, here we are. We got the Hermit in reverse for your spirituality. Not being able to get spiritual energy you need, like a night in the town or some kind of enjoyment with entertainment and others would help you out in your spirits, in your spiritual connections with the universe and people and your place in the world and everything else. So spiritually, and then intellectually, 9 of Cups, we got here, your wishes are on your mind. You're like, is it going to work this time? All these things I've done and tried and worked, and people are like judging me and thinking that I should be like them. I'm a Cancer, not you. And people don't understand Cancer because they expect us to be like everyone else, but we're not like everyone else. But when they get pointed out for their things and they're like, yeah, that's why I'm a badass. That's why I'm unique. That's why I can do this. That's why Scorpios or Geminis or whoever the fuck you are. That's why we're cool and amazing. And Cancer, shut up and sit the fuck down, bitch. So, fuck them. Fuck everybody but you, Cancer. Because right now everybody is being a jerk and selfish as much as you are, if not more. So, screw it. It's just everyone's putting up a manipulative front because they're so used to you manipulating through emotions. They don't see you see that as, oh, that's your power. You manifest through emotions. They want to hate you for your power, your natural giving spiritual powers. So it sucks. And that's why this is upside down in our minds, the 9 of Cups. And we have the physical aspect of our lives, the 7 of Wands. We're putting in the hard work. We're proud of ourselves. We know what we're doing. People act like we're just crazy and don't know what we're doing, and we don't know what to do. We're flip-flopping in waters of chaos or whatever. They just don't understand us because we see deeper beyond them, and we see life as a whole, and they don't see life as a whole. They see it as an inner individual ego thing. So... but we don't see it like that. We see it as like everybody's trying to have a good time in their own unique perspectives. But that's okay. But that's where the Page of Pentacles and your social aspect comes in reverse. They see us as like not being consistent or not sticking with something or flip-flopping or moving too much or whatever, thinking too much or whatever it is. People have this perspective, but they don't realize that because Pluto was an opposite in Capricorn, opposite of Cancer, so it was a natural hate on Cancer and disruption for Cancer and don't like Cancer, and we don't understand Cancer time because Cancer was going through some deep, dark trials and tribulations of the soul and getting some new information for the new age coming for mankind. And they're going to be the superstars of the future and role models and leaders and amazing, which they already kind of are, but some are, but it's going to be more prominent because people are going to get back to the truth and the reality of human life and not just their individual ego issues. But that's okay. That might take another 100 years, but it'll eventually happen, but whatever. And then you have the Queen of Wands in your emotions, and then, it's just the trials and tribulations, betrayal, trust issues, learning boundaries, stuff like that in the past that are still at stake here with your mind and your spirit and your heart. So you're still crabby crabs, but you know who you are. You at least know thyself, which is the point for Cancer, is to come out and say, hey, this is who the fuck I am, bitch. I'm gonna tell people, you know who the fuck I am? And then they look at you like, yeah, you're the guy down the street that's all weird and stays in his room. But so what? You know who the fuck I am? No, let's get to any astrology notes here. We got sacred space and personal relations are highlighted with potential change in energy or a move of energy. Get long-term set in motion prior to Leo season and then in short-term times. So like when Leo season comes, don't be thinking long-term ideas and plans will be working. Keep them on the back burner or in the closet or in the back shelf. Good time for long-term stuff when Leo season hits. Before Leo season hits, hurry up and get everything set to sail and moved out to waters and prepared and ready for the coming storm. Get time for cancers. Great time for cancers to put into motion long-term plans, family, home, and personal healing for July. Surprises from personal relationships can show up. Spiritual enlightenment can occur for personal practices and spirit. Full completion of outward relationships or financial responsibilities. Drama can come up with the blue moon at the end of the month, the full moon. It's in Capricorn, it's a blue moon because it's in Capricorn again. In Capricorn, if you don't have good relations or understand Capricorn, then you might have a hard time more than usual. Sense of things coming together with all aspects of your life. All right, full completion circle for a lot of people. All right, next up, we're going to do oracle readings. Like I say, that's typically members only going forward, but this month I'm going to give it away for free. So thank you so much for being here, subscribing, liking, sharing, all those great, amazing things you do, because that's who you are. All right, so let's get into oracle shuffle the decks. All right, Cancer, first up here from the Oracle cards, we have Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. This is the Shaman's Dream. The Shaman's Dream. So, Fool's Embrace, number 22. Transmuting pain, allowing life to love you, the experience of both land. Pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through our continuity. That's a way. I'm trying to say that word, but it sounds weird. Continuing. Have you ever said a word and you're like, that just sounds weird, weird. That just sounds weird when I say it. Of existence. We're kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Excuse me. Befriend it rather than resisting it, running from it, or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. When you see the gift that is here, surrender to the fool's embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with the liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open you up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion. As the narrative of tarot, the fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure, and at the end, when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the journey. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and desperation of life. Both and this and that will always be true. Remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the fool's embrace. So when it comes to your emotional and spiritual aspects of yourself, just let go and feel the flow of Cancer's flow with the universe. Like, just go with the flow naturally like you used to. Back into like pre-2012 or pre-2017. Go back to the pre-Cancer, back then when you let go with the flow, because things are changing back to go with the flow and not. So defend yourself and stay in your shelter. Now we can kind of creep out a little bit more and fools embrace this, all right? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that we have the sun underlying energy here in support of us as well here. So Leo and the sun are saying, hey, Cancer, it's your turn, let's go. All right? Alright, we have solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light. In the pit of our being, this is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with project goals and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open. Like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in you now. So this is the intellectual and the spiritual connections here in your life, your aspects of your life. So your mind and your spirit have solar light upgrade, solar plus chakra, inner fire, willpower. So from the right about the gut, right on your belly, right below your heart, down here from your belly button, where Cancer's true power is. A lot of power, not true power, but a lot of power is. But maybe true power. I don't know. It depends on your planetary alignments and whatnot, who you are. But solar light upgrade, let's go. Cancer, you got the fire and the light behind you to move and melt the cold ice, all right? All right. Next up, we have intention, lacking personal directions, begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. So their idea of chess or how it should be played or their house rules, you see what I'm saying? Play chess in somebody else's house, they'll say, oh, our knights don't move that way. And you're like, wait, whatever knight moves that way? What are you talking about? So, like, watch out where you play chess, okay? Betrayal, heartbreak, and bewilderment follow the choices we allow others to make for us or that we make for ourselves without clarity, deliberation, and conscious intention toward what we most value. When we prioritize what is of greatest meaning and significance to us with conviction and integrity, we successfully cultivate an eternal state of abundant positivity, worthiness, and standards that our lives eventually mirror back to us. This card signifies a time to clarify your priorities that uncover your core values. Any choices clashing with these priorities, whether conscious or not, are where you give away your power. They are instances where someone or something else is in control. Unless you can reframe it to work according to the beautiful vision you have for your life, the featured guardian supports you in getting out of the situation or dynamic and reclaiming your power and autonomy. To know and own your value, your values, your plans, and your non-negotiables is essential. It honors the pure source in both yourself and others to consistently act with transparency regarding your objectives. Examine the main aspects of your life or what you wish were part of the main aspects of your life. Perhaps it is helpful to visualize your life as a pizza, and each slice is an aspect of it. Name each aspect of your life, such as intimate relationships, career, spirituality, study, family, friends, health, home, passions, leisure, or travel. Write down your long-term visions for each aspect. If there is a long-term vision, simply make notes on that constitutes that slice of your life at present or would constitute it if it were present. So, and also remember, don't forget, we have to implement long-term things before Leo season. So a helpful question for illuminating this is, what is my motivation and reason for doing or not doing something in this way? Highlight the aspects coming from a place of love. Cross out what is misaligned with your intention. Put a square shape around what does not light up with you. Draw a heart shape around what makes you afraid. Write about what is significant and worth further inquiry about your results. When you're ready, are encouraged to pay attention to the heart shapes around your fears. That is where you focus on packing an appropriate course of action. Hold the key to transforming your life. An additional exercise for further clarification is to consider the following concept. Recreate the external life that we are internally living. Then journal the implications this has for you currently and could have for you if things were to significantly change from within. So this is, like I said, this is the core, the center of Cancer. Go back to like the good Cancer that went with the flow and everybody wasn't necessarily hating on them. Even though they were in the past and even though they will again until next year pretty much. Because then Pluto will be out of Capricorn for good, at least for that. So we'll at least get that pressure off of our backs finally next year. So, but get prepared by, getting back to your natural Cancer way of going with the flow. That doesn't mean you're not gonna, you change your attitude. You still got fuck everybody but me power, okay, right now. So it's your turn. So yeah, fuck everybody but me. It's my turn. When everybody else has a turn, they're fuck everybody but you, right? That's how they act. They want to act like they don't act like that, but they know they act like that. Oh, I feel this, but I need this. All their I statements, we hear them. We hear their I statements or you statements. All the you statements they say. All the you, or if you, or if. How about this, or how about you. All those things. Yeah, we hear them. But when it's our turn, oh my God, Cancer, shut up. It's all good though. Let's move on. Wizard of awareness, your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. If you have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. This is Wizard of Awareness here from the map of the Enchanted Map deck. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adapt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one stage to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. This also could mean the opposite. The Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back, take your energy away from your situation and focus on gratitude for the ever-changing conditions of life. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust it? Trust in your highest good, meditate, be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. So Cancer, you're the Wizard of Awareness with the sun behind you, powering you. Go with the flow of the universe. Fool's embrace here. It's hard after all the things we've been through, but the solar system is now in favor. It's not going to hurt you again after all the things, except for the things that are going to come in November, potentially, depending on what you've set yourself up for, okay? So there is that. So you might want to maybe trade off some power here for preparation for what's to come. So you may have to make some sacrifices to save your ass in the future. But that'll be it. Like I said, after this year, next year, it's all. But there's going to be speed bumps always. There's always going to be obstacle courses, but it's not going to be like it was. It's going to be a lot better. That was the bottom, and then after this, we're done. All right. Alright, so number 12, change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Change is the only constant we can count on, like the seasons. Everything comes and goes in cycles, the ebb and flow, the day and night, the death and rebirth. Good times are followed by challenging times, followed by weird times, followed by ecstatic times. Nothing stays the same for long. Life itself demands movement and change to perpetuate itself. Change is represented by the turning of a circle or a wheel, showing us the forever changing nature of everything in the universe. In fact, the very concept of the universe is changing, and we are slowly accepting that a multiverse might be a more appropriate description. How we handle this constant change depends on where the center of our universe lies. When we are deeply rooted in our own core, in our heart, at the center of the circle, the movements of change affect us less than when we are focused on the outward parts of ourselves. As on a spinning wheel, the closer we are to the center, the steadier everything is. The transparent red square that partially covers the wheel is our perception of our form-based world, which appears to be solid but is really only another layer of reality. The lights on the corners remind us of our ability to reach beyond the illusionary three-dimensional boundaries at any time we choose. From the center, 5 beautiful flowers emerge, slowly flowing outward. Or is it the other way around? Are the flowers emerging from the edges of our awareness into our center? In numerology, number 5 is associated with change, and these flowers represent the beautiful potential for new life and possibilities to grow from each new moment, even in the midst of seemingly chaotic change. You could take a moment to go out inside yourself and look at your life. Do you move easily with change, or do you resist it? How have you changed since last year? How about since yesterday? What exciting new experiences have these changes brought you? What are you excited about changing next? All right, so if you're on the appropriate team, like me and other Cancers, then you can be planning for. You're part of the planning for humanity's future ideas and thoughts. You're not alone, right? Nobody's alone in anything, okay? So even if they killed you, there's others behind you that'll take that'll replace you, just like they say about the workforce and evil. They're all like, oh, well, you're replaceable. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's how we work too, buddy. We can coming at you. We keep coming at you, right? We don't stop either. So you're on the good light force team, even if people doubt you and say, oh, no, you're not, because you don't act like this. You don't do this. You don't practice this way. You don't be like this. You smoke, or you do that, or this and that, or whatever their issue is with whatever, because they're trying to pigeonhole everything, and they don't realize that they're being monkey-minded, okay? Oh, I have to be monkey-minded in what satisfies me. Didn't you say to be selfish? But yeah, but not to that extent. Everything's in moderation in appropriate alchemical process. You don't just pour bleach everywhere and say, I am a genius, I have bleach everywhere. Like, you idiot. You can combine it with other things or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you clean with it or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a process. There's something to it. It's not just overload or extremes about things and lock in for a while and just make up your mind later. No, that's not cool. Keep evolving all the time, nonstop learning every day, okay? Let's move on. All right, don't forget, thank you so much for being on this YouTube, watching me here, doing the thing with the subscribe, like, and share, because you're amazing, and that's what amazing people do. So thank you, I appreciate you. Let's move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, here we are in July, or going to be July tomorrow. This is Sunday. Cracking those hard to break issues in life. Set all long-term goals, plans, or ideas in motion before Leo season. When Leo season hits, it's short-term thinking time, okay? That's from Annie Botticelli on YouTube. She's great. Go check her out. She'll down below in my description here on the video. So we got here. We're going to shuffle the deck and we're going to continue on and see what's going on. Shall we? All right, Scorpio, here we are. Let's see. Good time to lock in long-term deals or relationships. You have the moon here in your spiritual aspect of yourself. So Pisces, right? Maybe your dreams of heaven or the ultimate end for you and your peace on earth or whatever it is that you're like obsessed with, maybe, or your dreams about or goals, or what life's purpose, okay, or the aftermath, okay, or the beautiful aftermath, not the destruction or hell or anything, although it could be like that. But so your spirits are in that illusory, not illusion, but illusory, that can be true but not true, or not true but true, or you know what I mean? Or it could be potentially true, is what I'm saying. Or it might not be true, right? That's the thing with Pisces, is it can be a nightmare or a dream, all right? So your spirits are in that kind of those waters, those tread waters of either calm or in peaceful or a tsunami, hurricane, nightmare, okay? You're intellectually, for some reason, doubting yourself because of this spirit of yourself is not in tune with Scorpio. It's not like you got death, you got the Pisces. So you feel like you're doing the right thing, but it's not natural to Scorpio's tendency to stir the pot. And when they stir the pot, it even though it's coming from the heart or it's coming from their mind or whatever, sometimes it doesn't end right, or it blows up in their face, or they just hurt people that they love, or they get a moment of, oh shit, I'm the bad guy. Like, yeah, sometimes, right? And so same with all signs, they all have these moments, but it's true for Scorpio right now. And that's where the lack of inner strength in the mind is, the intellectual aspect of your life. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for the physical, and the physical is home or vacation or personal life or monetary gains or possessions, anything in the physical realm, your body. Wheel of Fortune reverse is like, okay, this is not your turn, Scorpio. Right now, you got bankrupt in the Wheel of Fortune on the show. Unfortunately, you're going to hit bankrupt, and it's not going to look good. But here on the astrology from Annie here, opening up a portal for your dreams to or wishes to come true going forward in time. So the universe is going to realign everything for you, like fix it. It's like going to be a blessing in disguise. Heavy and deep focused things in your life are going to open up and widen into your life. Securing your future or family or home life. Sudden opportunities can show up from the openings in your life and put you on your new path or change of scene in your life. Blue moon can bring drama with authority, work, and home life, parents, and community leaders. A lot of energy with family will bring joy with good news or solutions to drama. So what this means is like the more you just go with the flow and let go and be inner child, young childlike, the better it's going to be, the more blessings you're going to get out of this. And, you know, blessings in disguise. You're like, oh, I have to make sacrifice. Yeah, you have to sacrifice your times and your objectives and what you thought could have been come true with the moon here, because everything else is not in favor of your spiritual side right now in July. Maybe later when retrograde hits, we'll see. Social aspect of you have Princess of Pentacles. So once again, it's still, people are like, you're the bad guy. Like, and it's not like they hate you. Some people are using you and they're acting like they love you. And you don't mind that necessarily if they're on your team or, you know, part of the group or part of what you're thinking or feeling. But maybe what you're thinking and feeling isn't going to come true, and that's the problem. And you're about to get a Three of Swords, emotional, pull the swords out of your heart, you bitter old man. Or the blessings in disguise will help pull the swords out of your heart, or the thorn out of the lion's paw, right? So like the lion got a thorn in his paw and it hurt. Okay, so now you gotta get it pulled. Let the universe pull it out, because you're alone sometimes. Okay, or it feels like you're alone. And the Cancer just went through this for like a long time with Capricorn, Pluto, and Capricorn. But at least you're not like wanting, and people aren't wanting to necessarily kill you. They just want to avoid you probably, or get you to not do what you're doing or something. Or they're opposing what your actions are saying. Or they're opposing maybe your manipulation of things, because you are a manipulator at times, like all water signs are. But that's our blessings and our curses at the same time. So, but especially a Scorpio, because they're the potential poison, right? They're the deep scorpion penetrating, but it could be good or bad, like, you know, a life-saving cure from a poison of a snake, right, could save your life. So that injection of the cure, you see what I'm saying, could save someone's life, right? So think of yourself as more of don't inject the poison or the things that are hurting someone because you're trying to experiment, because you're not Capricorn. That's Capricorn's job. And don't listen to Capricorn all the time, because Capricorn doesn't necessarily know what they're talking about all the time either. And if they're got Pluto retrograding right now, mostly going to be in Capricorn, they're going to be a little devilish, evil, crazy person sometimes. And I wouldn't trust that, because you know who they kill when things don't work out? They kill you, Scorpio. Because they blame you for not having the perfect science or perfect thing they want them to rule the world with. So you're sacrificed, unfortunately, Scorpio. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but it's just a metaphor, an expression, a lesson, a story in time kind of thing, right? It's not something to be like taken literal, serious, although it could be implemented at any day through all kinds of people's lives in all kinds of ways. So don't take this as some kind of like, oh yeah, then that means this and that. Who cares? That doesn't necessarily mean that for you. Let's talk about you right now, okay? Unless it is you who I'm thinking about and I'm referencing, but no, we're just using this as a story right now, okay? And then you have the Nine of Pentacles as your underlying energy here. So Cancer had this in their mind, Nine of Pentacles. So what Cancer has in their mind is your underlying energy. So if you were to work out with Cancer and help and befriend Cancer more, which is America, because America was born in Cancer. So if you were to befriend Cancer more and what Cancer's thinking, because they got a Nine of Pentacles and in reverse as well, you could change the underlying energy potentially in the future, or work together and save us, or save you, or save your ass, or save your legendary, save you from dying or from being sacrificed by the evil lords or whatever. The emotional Cancer season, okay, is home and family, and realize the real reason you're doing anything isn't to kill everybody and take over the world because you want to be the ones to survive, or whatever it is that you're going through. Or you're just better than me, or whatever it is, okay? You know what I mean? Like, maybe you shouldn't use that as your only option. Maybe there's option B, C, D, E, F, G, and Cancer's got some ideas for you. Because Cancer, that's all they do is think all the time. So if you want some ideas, okay, well, what else? What other options do we have? Well, there's a lot of people out there. It's got some ideas for you. All right. Nine of Pentacles, values, money. Virgo, I think of markets, transitions. So that kind of stuff, economics is not in your favor, okay? All right, next we're going to do the Oracle cards. And we're going to, usually this is going to be a members only, but this month I'm going to give it away for free. It's my month, so hey, I love everybody and love myself, right? The amount of love, though, is the issue. How much do people love me and how much I love them, or how much I love myself, because how much people don't love me? That's a complicated question. But anyways, moving on. We're going to do this Oracle cards readings. We're going to tell you to subscribe, like, and share, because you're amazing, and that's what amazing people do. We all are part of a community on Earth as human beings. So let's like and share and subscribe each other as much as possible that one can, right? With the interest in likes that one has. So, no hate or shade right there. We understand. We're just expressing our complications in life. But, yeah, so, love you. Moving on. All right, Scorpio. We have from the Cosmic Oracle deck, number 19, letting go, Scorpio. This is your emotional and spiritual aspect of yourself. Some kind of passing of something, shedding of your spiritual and emotional aspect in your life. It's time to relinquish your need for control and let the leaves fall as they may. So it's time to go with the flow, like Cancer was told. If you have drawn this card, it's time to relinquish your need for control and release your tight grip on how you think the world and everyone in it should be. Letting go is an emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental process of releasing yourself to the universal spirit of love. It's giving up your need to control the outcome of every situation and the control of the people you hold most dear. The spirit can be challenging in many ways, and spirit asks you to have faith. Have faith that the universe will guide you and send forth the outcomes that are needed for your journey. We understand that you have been this way for a long time, and this need for control stems from your youth when hurt, disorder, and instability was felt. Spirit understands your need for caution, but holding on and controlling every aspect of your life is taking its toll. Hanging on so tightly does not bring the outcomes you desire. Instead, it serves to repel all that you cling so tight to. So your pinchers are not letting go and causing problems. Your soul longs to be free and dance through the winds of change. If you would have just let go with your claws, you could have fell back into the ocean instead of getting caught. And no. If you deny this part of you the freedom to play, the universe will send the right situation or person to help unlock the free-spirited child in you. This may come at a time not suited to your plans. It may leave you feeling vulnerable and confused. Confused look on this face. Confused look on his face. Confused look on his face. Dear one, it is time. It is time to let go. Letting go of your need to control will set you and others free. Prayer. Great Spirit, please give me the strength to let go all that I cling to. Divinely guide my thoughts, words, and actions with love and understanding. Associated chakra, solar plexus. All right, next up, Scorpio, we have change, which Cancer had in his social, emotional aspect. So if you're Scorpio, go hit up Cancer and say, hey, yo, we need to hook up. All right, number 12, change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Change is the only constant we can count on. Like the seasons, everything comes and goes in cycles. The ebb and flow, the day and night, the death and rebirth. Good times are followed by challenging times, followed by weird times, followed by ecstatic times. Nothing stays the same for long. Life itself demands movement and change to perpetuate itself. Change is represented by the returning of a circle of a will, showing us the forever changing nature of everything in the universe. In fact, the very concept of the universe is changing, and we are slowly accepting that a multiverse might be a more appropriate description. How we handle this constant change depends on where the center of our awareness lies. When we are deeply rooted in our own core, in our heart, at the center of the circle, the movements of change affect us less than when we are focused on the outward parts of ourselves. As on a spinning wheel, the closer we are to the center, the steadier everything is. The transparent red square that partially covers the wheel is our perception of our form-based world, which appears to be solid but is really only another layer of reality. The lights on the corners remind us of our ability to reach beyond the illusionary three-dimensional boundaries at any time we choose. From the center, 5 beautiful flowers emerge, slowly flowing outward. Or is it the other way around? Are the flowers emerging from the edges of our awareness into our center? In numerology, the number 5 is associated with change, and these flowers represent the beautiful potential for new life and possibilities to grow from each new moment, even in the midst of seemingly chaotic change. You can try this. Take a moment to go out inside yourself and look at your life. Do you move easily with change, or do you resist it? How have you changed since last year? How about since yesterday? What exciting new experiences have these changes brought you? What are you excited about changing next? This has to do with your spirit and intellectual. And like I said, Cancer has ideas, and they had the Nine of Pentacles, and that is your underlying energy. So if you want to figure out the underlying energies or the things going on in your life. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I read this, but I'm going to read it again if I didn't. Sudden opportunities can show up from the openings in your life and put you on your new path or change of scene in your life. Blue moon can bring drama with authority, work, and home life, parents, and community leaders. A lot of energy with family will bring joy with good news or solutions to drama. So, like I said, the home, Cancer, the mother and home and earth, all that good stuff with water, okay? So, and it'll help you, Scorpio, okay? And then next up we have Gate 58, the joyous. Stimulation is the key to joy, the zest for life, and the energy for a better life. Criticism is a natural byproduct of this improvement energy. So people are going to criticize you when you get bigger. Line 6, carried away. Line 5, defense. Line 4, focusing. Line 3, electricity. Line 2, perversion. Line 1, love of life. Aliveness, the vitality to challenge. All right, next we have mountain, number 6. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacles. This is the time to adapt. So this has to do with your physical and intellectual aspect of your life. The connection there. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past the obstacles relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. This also could mean there is an obstacle in your inquiry. This is not the time to move forward. Wait a while, be patient, and the way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't in your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp that prize that seems out of reach, because it is. For now, if you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to a new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. All right, so that was your physical and intellectual aspect. Let's go to social and emotional. So for social and emotional aspects of your life in July, we got immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passions. So preparing for the brave new world coming around the corner next year, okay? Follow your desire to study and learn. Dive into what fascinates you. Immerse yourself in the topic that captivates you most. Maybe there's something you're passionate about that you're called to deepen. Your knowledge through study or learning, or something you want to experience more fully. You're being encouraged to increase your wisdom and to experience life in a deeper way. To follow your passions and embark on some kind of higher and deeper learning. What are your interests? What would you like to learn more about? What topic fascinates you? What could you talk or read about without getting bored? Which field are you most interested in? What makes you come more alive? Maybe you're being called to consider a new career or explore the possibility of training in a new field. Maybe you're being called to simply surrender to your passions and dive even deeper into them in your spare time. Education, whether traditional or experiential, can never be taken away from you. Knowledge can open the mind and lift up the soul. What do you want to understand more deeply? Is there something you've been considering studying, whether in a structured way or more experientially? Is there a course or program you're interested in? Is there something you're longing to explore for yourself? What piques your interest? What could you learn about without getting bored? And if you can't figure out anything, go be a Buddhist monk and go rainbow ascend, okay? Because there's so much out there. It's ridiculous. What interests you and makes you come more alive, all right? All right, Scorpio, that's going to do it for your reading. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing all those wonderful things, and being an amazing human being that stuck around. I'll see you next month. Moving on. All right, here we are, Pisces, you amazing human being. Trine with Saturn blesses long-term love, like getting married or having children or connecting to long-term relationships built in love. So Pisces, love, love, love. Creative time for Pisces, all right? Emotional connections are intuitive. Emotional connections and your intuition, not intuitive, intuition. So your emotional connections and your intuition are flared up, and good time for these things. So now you can get socially interacted and you'll be able to hone in on what's up. Inner world and personal spaces are getting blessed with good energy. Some random surprise that enlightens you will come up. We got sudden gift or information and relatives can bring good tidings for your life. Dreamy and soulful connection in good environments for personal relaxing or self-care and coming for you to enjoy. Long-term stuff need to be done and implemented before Leo season. Things swept under the rug with come up the next part of the year with when Leo season starts. So swept things under the rug type energy come up the next part of the year, or starting here. Clashing energy and with power struggles can come up at the end of the month. Daily routine can change with Leo season. Okay, so at the end of July, guess what? That was all from Annie Botticelli, one of the best on YouTube doing astrology, for tropical astrology, that is. And go check her out on YouTube. She's amazing. All right, let's get into it, Pisces. All right, Pisces, we got economic or value lack issues, economic poverty or whatever concerns in your spirit. This is in your spirit. Your spirit is like, things aren't looking good for the physical aspect of humanity. Because Pisces, you're a big holistic picture kind of person usually. So your spirit, especially spiritually, right? You're a big holistic person. So you're thinking of everything in all big pictures. So Pisces, spiritually, you're like, man, economics, because I want people to have more so I can have more, because I know how that works. Because the big picture, universe, I understand it. I'm a Pisces. You see what I'm saying? And then we have the Magician here. In your intellectual, so you can manifest or make anything, right? You have all the power in your mind. You have the God power in your mind with your dreams and your things and your do's and your what's and your whatever it is you do. You're a magnificent magician of our time right now in July. And then we have the physical here, which is like your home life, your personal life, anything that has to do with the physical realm, 3D body. Four Swords. So it's peaceful times. Conflict is at a minimum. There's not as much he said, she said, blah, blah, blah in your physical aspect of your life. So things are running smoothly in that kind of area. It's kind of calm and peaceful. And then you have the Emperor in reverse for your social aspect of your life. So on the social connections here, people either see you as a tyrant, or you see some tyrants out there messing with the big picture of the spirit, and you're trying to work against it or with it or for it or whatever in your intellectual, whatever side you're on, or whoever you're picking with your life to be with, or wherever you want to go with in the future. So yeah, there's kind of like this two fishes going two different directions, working in two different ways, trying to help humanity in two different places at two different times. Spiritually, intellectually, and socially, that is, okay? Not physically, because that's peaceful and calm. And then emotionally, you're at 2 of Pentacles in reverse, so you don't know if you want to be with somebody or if you are with the right person or what's going on with that. Or if you are like going to be, you don't know. It's up in the air. It's like like not your concern right now. Emotions aren't like a big concern. And then Ace of Swords, or not Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse here, and you feel like you're buried a little bit with the underlying energies or what's going on with the spirit, and the emotions are not connecting for some reason, or they're being torn apart or split up because you're like, I want to care about these people, but they're kind of messed up and they're not doing the right thing, or they're evil, or whatever it is. Because you are a holistic person, and if you see humanity as one, then that means you include the messed up, really dark people. And you know, everybody has their justice they have to deal with to get an answer for their soul to progress through our journeys. So that's a hard lesson to learn for Pisces at times, because they're like, no, everybody just love and we'll be fine. They're like holistic, big picture solution. I know the answer. And it's like, dude, human life and Earth is not easy school that you came from, okay? Or if you're a starseed or whatever. This is a hard school, and so it's obviously not going to be that simple on this planet. And this is not the whole fifth dimension of human consciousness is not going to change the physical aspect until the right time with a galactic alignment and where the physics change of the universe. So don't think that's going to just happen when you think it's going to happen because you think you figured it out or whatever, or you're being told, or you know things or whatever. Pisces, you do that. You'll tell people you know shit, but it's because you're trying to manifest something. And it's like, shut up, liar. Because I'm a Cancer and I'm a crabby psychic, and I'm like, shut up, bitch. I know the truth. But I know your intentions as well, and I know your heart, so I don't hate you. But it's all right, Pisces. Because I have no Pisces alignment, so that's kind of why I have an issue sometimes. Because I'm more of a Sagittarius straight shooter with my Saturn Libra, right? Saturn in Libra, and then I have Neptune, Jupiter, and Uranus in Sag. So I'm kind of like more of a try to be a straight shooter when it comes to like manifesting. And Pisces is like, there's no limits, what are you talking about manifesting? I can do whatever I want when it comes to manifesting. That's Pisces. And I have done all these things in my mind, and you weren't there, and me and my friends, and we did this and we saw that. And dude, they played along with your Pisces delusions, and they're having fun with you because they're making money while you're doing it. Get over yourself. You're cool. We get it, Pisces. You're cool. But hey, yo, check it. Teamwork makes the dream work, and sometimes you need people from the other side because the yin yang, dark and light working together to manifest things. And there's going to be a time where you're going to have to pay out your debts energetically to people you didn't realize you were getting power from. And it's coming. All right, so that's going to be it for this part of the reading. We're going to get into oracle readings. Typically, that's going to be in the memberships only section, but I'm going to give it away for free in July because it's my month and I love people. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and all those amazing, wonderful things you do, because that's what you are, amazing human beings that like, share, and subscribe. And let's get into it. No. Okay. Okay. All right. Pisces, we got plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. This is for emotional and spiritual aspect of self. So emotionally and spiritually dive in. Okay? Don't falter as you approach the water. Dive right on it. Head first. Don't resist. You've been working for this for a long time. You're ready. Go for it. The answer is yes. This is a card of confirmation and clarity. It's an invitation to take the plunge and say yes. If you're someone who prefers to wait for permission or timely invitation, you could consider this card's message just that. There are times for waiting, for restoring, and for repairing. This is not one of those times. It doesn't necessarily mean that you feel completely prepared or fully confident. Those who dive in rarely do, but their attachment to resistance becomes less than their desire for the new. Maybe this is what's been happening for you. If you don't feel ready, remember that so-called giant leaps are rarely that in reality. In most cases, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of baby steps taken day by after day in the direction of a dream. Whatever it is that you most desire, the signs are pointing you in that direction. Now take a deep breath and a great big run up and take the plunge. If you weren't worried about it not working out, what would you plunge right into now? If you didn't have to worry about it if it was failing or whatever, because it's a long-term thing and you're going to keep at it and working at it, and it doesn't matter, I'm going to keep at it, dive in now. If it's a short-term thing, do it in Leo season, which is like July 20th or 17th. July 17th is when the energy changes, but July, Leo and the full moon and Capricorn and all that. All right, next up we have Crown Chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Okay, this is in the intellectual and spiritual aspect of your life. The Crown Chakra is the energy center found at the top of the head, often symbolized by a 1,000-petaled lotus. It governs our connection to wisdom, both internal and that of source opening. The Crown Chakra represents connecting deeply with the heart of the source and drawing down inspiration and insight. This card transports us to a sacred hall with pillars representing the divine connections to source. So the DNA Helios or whatever it's called, the strand that they show when they show you what DNA looks like. Source in a gateway that is guarded by a white dove, symbolizing the Holy Spirit. It may seem as though this is another realm or dimensions. Ultimately, it's found within. We are all facets of Holy Spirit incarnate. This card calls us home to ourselves, encouraging us to claim our divinity. Visualize the crown of your head opening up and bursting with infinite clear and rainbow light. Send a signal from your crown up into the heart of heaven. Visualize streams of consciousness pouring into you. Listen deeply. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that have run from it or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time, for you are uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a coming home to your trust yourself, or truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this has now been healed and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. So you have miraculous energy here supporting your spirit and your mind, okay? And then plunge with your emotion and your soul. Don't plunge in the ideas or thoughts. Plunge in the emotions and soul with meditation and stuff like that, okay? And then gate 44 coming to meet. The success of any interaction is based on the absence of any preconditions. So this would be like unconditional love. Instinctive memory and alertness that can manage and mold the collective. So we have line 1, conditions, line 2, management, line 3, interference, line 4, honesty, line 5, manipulation, line 6, aloofness, alertness, the personal manager. All right, next up we have food. What you eat affects your vibration. Today, pay attention to what you are eating. Eat more fruits and veggies, good, healthy, from the earth nutrition. Receive the high vibes from Mother Earth. Feel the high vibes from Mother Earth and give thanks. All right, next up we have write a letter for your social and emotional aspect of yourself. So write a letter to your inner child, okay? It's like a personal letter to yourself when you were younger, like, hey, it's like that. There's rap songs and music songs about this. Along this healing journey, it can be helpful to write letters to your inner child. Powerful emotions can be released and expressed through letter writing, either to your inner child or as your inner child. If you have pulled this card, it's time to write a letter and listen to your intuition. If you're writing a letter to your inner child, take time today to cherish who you were as a child. Before you begin your letter, write down all of the beautiful things about who you were then. If this is a hard practice for you, write down objective things that are beautiful about all children. Once you have done this, write a letter to your inner child, telling them just how much you love them, how much you cherish them, and how much you adore them. If there are specific things that your inner child needs to hear, like that they are worthy or special or forgiven, now's the time to tell them so. If you're writing a letter as your inner child, take time to remember what it felt like to be a child. Reflect on the memories you have and give your inner child the permission they need to speak. Once they are ready, write down what needs to come forth. There might be certain people that your inner child wishes to write to, including your present self. It is good to practice non-judgment and acceptance as your inner child speaks. There might be surprising or unwanted statements that come up through this process, but know that these statements are in no way a reflection of your worth or the worth of others in your life. This is just the process of healing. Once you have finished writing your letter, it can be quite cathartic, particularly if your letter included heavy or sad elements. To burn it in a releasing ritual. To practice the releasing ritual, first set your intentions to let go of what once was and invite love and forgiveness in. Then burn your letter. Be sure to only burn paper and do so safely. You can also place your letter in a sacred or secret place for safekeeping. How does your inner child feel after receiving or writing this letter? Do they feel seen or known? And known? Seen and known. right, so with others, socially, and your heart, remember that they have an inner child and that we're all one, and to be as much as you can be like God, Christ loving as you can. Okay, Pisces, the fishes, all right? That's the big lesson of the age of Pisces. So can you do it, or are you going to fail the lesson? I'm not a Pisces, I'm a Cancer, so I get a little bit different thing going on here. I don't have Pisces in my chart. So this is you, Pisces, not me. All right, thank you so much for being here. If you've watched so long, or if you watched Pisces, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share all those amazing, wonderful things you do, because you're an amazing human who does things like that. So I appreciate you. If not, I appreciate you either way. Thank you so much. But that's it. I'll see you next time. Check you later. Bye.